Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a super exciting video on one of my favorite brands. You guys already know how much I love this brand. It is Fragrance du Bois. So today I'm going to be reviewing their new launches. I'm so excited. I actually filmed this video quite a while ago, but I held off on posting. I wanted to get more familiar with the fragrances. I wanted to wear them, test them, and see how they work in my life. I'm going to be reviewing 4 of the new launches. We have Solstice, Secret Tryst, Cavort, and London Spice. I received them a few months ago actually when they just launched. Fragrance du Bois, they kindly sent them to me. So I've really had the time to actually wear each and every one of them for a long time now. And I also want to mention that Fragrance du Bois are now selling a discovery set with all of their new releases, including Demi, and it's a fantastic offer. So I'm going to link it in the description box. It's not an affiliate link, but I think it's a fantastic way for you guys if you wanted to try the new launches from them. You can literally buy the discovery set and you have all of them inside. And it's perfect coming up to Valentine's Day. That's why I wanted to post this video now. So let's start out with probably the most popular. I saw a lot of people loving this one. It is Cavort. Now I'm going to go ahead and read the notes just so that you guys can get the full picture of the fragrance. And I also did want to mention that Fragrance du Bois have now, don't look at my disgusting nails, I'm so sorry. If you guys know me, I never have my nails done. They have changed their packaging. So now you can see the glass is a lot thicker. It has now got these kind of rounded edges to the bottle. And I think it is really, really beautiful. I love what they did with their new packaging. The glass feels much heavier actually. If a Fragrance du Bois could get much heavier, it got more heavier and more luxurious. And they also made a little like motif inside of the bottle here. You guys can see. So yeah, I love their new revamp of the packaging. I think it was a nice move, and yeah, let's talk about the fragrance now. I feel like my camera angle is a little strange. Let me adjust it. Okay, so let's start with Cavort. The top notes are saffron, davana, geranium, and cinnamon. The heart is rose, orange blossom, ylang ylang, and jasmine, and the base is patchouli, labdanum, sandalwood, and incense. Now, I saw a lot of people, this is their favorite fragrance from the new launches from Fragrance du Bois. And I do have to say, although it's beautiful, it is not my personal favorite from the new launches, although I do think it is a fantastic fragrance. For me, it is a very soft, spicy, rose, slightly powdery. It is just beautiful. It has a little bit of this kind of fresh spiciness in the top. The saffron is just beautiful in this fragrance, super high quality and very, very, very well blended. You definitely smell the mid of that rose. I don't really get any ylang ylang or jasmine. For me, I get rose and some geranium for sure. The geranium is kind of like people describe it as like a dirty mint smell, and I totally agree with this description of geranium. I personally love the scent of geranium, and you definitely pick it up in the fragrance. And overall, it is just a really beautiful, classy, sophisticated, soft, spicy floral scent. I just absolutely love it. I think it is very elegant, and I would definitely wear this fragrance in more of a formal situation. Like you're going out to dinner, maybe you're more dressed up, and that's how I would wear Cavort. The longevity and projection on my skin is around 6 to 8 hours of longevity, and the projection is kind of like within my arm's length. So definitely love it. It's not my favorite from the new launches, like I already stated, but it is a fantastic fragrance, and I do see why people really like this one. Very elegant, very classy, very sophisticated, and beautiful fragrance. Perfectly unisex, maybe leaning a little more feminine in my eyes, but definitely could be worn by both men and women. Okay guys, so next up we have Secret Tryst. I think you can tell by my face, I absolutely love Secret Tryst, and I have been wearing it a lot, and so has Pierre. This is typically what we like in fragrances. Oh, it's so good. I'm gonna go ahead again and read the notes so that you guys can get the full picture of the fragrance. We have bergamot, saffron, and cardamom. In the heart, you have rose, jasmine, cedarwood, and vetiver. And in the base, you have patchouli, frankincense, cistus, which is labdanum, and vanilla. For me, this fragrance is a stunning It's spicy in the top, definitely has this kind of spicy vibe from the saffron, from the cardamom, but not too much. But in my eyes, this is a beautiful, warm, soft, spicy, labdanum, ambery fragrance. I would say if you like fragrances like Grand Soir from Maison Francis Kurkdjian or Ombre Sultan from Serge Lutens, for an example, you would love Secret Tryst. It has that same, they sit between the same universe. It has that very warm, slightly spicy amberiness, but the amberiness is kind of a little bit powdery. It's a little, if I can say so, it smells a little bit vintage in a way. I really love the labdanum note in the scent. It is really the star of the show in my opinion. In Secret Tryst, the labdanum note is what keeps you coming back. It smells ambery, it smells woody, it's a little spicy, it's a little bit sweet, a little bit powdery. And it is just absolutely beautiful. Like I said, it is typically what Pierre and I love in a fragrance, and he actually wore it the other day. Guys, it lasted on his skin for about 10 to 12 hours. I could still smell Secret Tryst. I could still smell it after like 10 hours he was wearing it. Still, great longevity, great projection, even better than Cavort. The longevity projection is even better in Secret Tryst. And I just absolutely love the fragrance. It's definitely one of my favorites from their new launches. If you're more into those kind of oriental, ambery, woody scents, then you're going to absolutely love this one. It does lean, I would say, a slightly more masculine, although it can definitely be a unisex fragrance, and I have been wearing it myself. I'm just trying to give you guys the idea that, in my opinion, if I had to look at it from a commercial standpoint, I think it would lean slightly more masculine, even though I love to wear it. Secret Tryst, a beautiful amber fragrance that I just love. You wouldn't think that it's an amber because it doesn't even contain amber, but that's what I get from it. You get this kind of warm, slightly spicy, powdery, ambery fragrance, and it is just 10 out of 10. Perfect for a date night, perfect for a formal situation, perfect fragrance, Secret Tryst. Next up we have London Spice. Love the bottle, as usual, fragrance du bois, on point. Now, London Spice, for me, I was so excited when I smelled it for the first time, because for me, the line was lacking this fragrance. This is just the perfect addition to fragrance du bois in my eyes, because for me, I have to say it right now, this is definitely a more masculine fragrance. I do not want to wear this myself. This is what I want to smell on a man. London Spice is absolutely beautiful for a man, I have to say. So the notes of London Spice are lemon, bergamot, and spearmint. I love spearmint, I love mint, I love when it's in a fragrance, especially a men's fragrance. You have lavender, jasmine, white flowers, and marine notes in the mid, and in the base you have patchouli, cedarwood, nutmeg, and cardamom. You definitely get this very, very intense freshness in the top. Very spicy, very fresh, a little bit green, a little bit herbaceous from the spearmint. The lavender is very, very aromatic, very sharp, and almost a little bit cold and metallic smelling. I definitely get this kind of cold metallic vibe from the spiciness or from the lavender. You definitely feel this kind of coldness from the scent. There is a little bit of this kind of marine vibe within the mid. I don't really pick up on any of the floral notes in this fragrance whatsoever. So if you're a guy, don't worry, you're not going to smell like jasmine or white flowers. I don't really pick up any of that in this scent. And overall, this is just a fantastic, I have to say, slightly vintage smelling. It does have this kind of very elevated old money vibe to the fragrance, and I absolutely love that about it. A very beautiful aromatic lavender, spicy, cold fragrance, just stunning, very masculine, very beautiful, and I would just love to smell this on a man. Like, I'm dying for Pierre to wear this one. This is probably one of the best men's fragrances from Fragrance du Bois. Even though I'm pretty sure it's marketed as unisex, I would definitely recommend it for men. Yeah, it's a very masculine, typical, classy gentleman scent that I really recommend. London Spice, fantastic release from the brand. Okay guys, and finally we have probably my favorite. It is Solstice. Solstice is absolutely beautiful, and I fell in love with it as soon as I smelled it. This fragrance was created by Shadi Samra, who is a good friend of mine. He is a fantastic perfumer and he created a lot from Fragrance du Bois, and I just love him. He did a fantastic job with Solstice. I would say it's probably my favorite from the new launches. And I just have to say, wow, that packaging is beautiful. I love it. I love the name. I love the bottle. I love everything about it. So let's go ahead and spray it. Oh, it's just beautiful. Oh, just guys. The notes are apple, mandarin, bergamot, and pink pepper. The heart, nutmeg, neroli, pepper, and cardamom. And the base, sandalwood, vanilla, and vetiver. Now, when you spray it first, you're gonna get the apple. I definitely pick up this beautiful, not juicy, but soft apple note. You definitely get the pink pepper, and I smell the neroli in the top. But everything is so well blended, and the fragrance has a very ethereal feeling to it. If you know what I mean by ethereal, it means like it's very like, it's a mist. It's kind of magical in a way. And I have to say that this fragrance reminds me of the way that I felt when I first smelled Santal Complete. It gives me this same kind of feeling whenever I smell it. It's definitely not as sweet as Santal Complete, or they're very different fragrances, but I'm just giving you guys the sense of what I'm feeling when I spray it. It is just so likable. I really cannot see anybody not liking this fragrance because of how likable it is. In the top, you get that kind of freshness from the bergamot, from the apple. It brings this kind of sweet, slightly fruity vibe to the top. You definitely pick up on the neroli, but the neroli is not too much. Usually I find neroli to be a very overpowering note in fragrances, and it can be a little bit like aggressive. In here, it's done beautifully. You really feel it in like the middle of the fragrance. It's not in the top, it's not too much at the forefront of the scent. It's kind of just supporting the fragrance to bring that kind of fresh aspect. And then you definitely get the beautiful vanilla in the base, the woodiness, and a slight kind of creaminess from the sandalwood. Overall, it is a stunning fragrance. I absolutely love it, and I think it is the most likable from the new collection. Solstice, it would be my recommendation if you guys wanted to go and get one of them. I would say Solstice because it's easily the most likable and it's just absolutely beautiful. It's like an ethereal mist of just happiness. Like that's really what I feel when I wear Solstice. So absolutely love it. Shadi did a fantastic job, and I would say it's probably my favorite from the line. The longevity projection is good. It's about 6 hours on my skin, and the projection is within your arm's length. It's quite minimal, but that doesn't bother me because I just love the scent. It's just beautiful. Solstice would probably be my favorite. Then I would say Secret Tryst. I would say they're my two favorites from the new launches from Fragrance du Bois. I just absolutely love both. This can be your day, this can be your night. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed my review of the new Fragrance du Bois fragrances. Let me know if you guys have tried them, if you want to try them, which one sounds the most interesting to you. And don't forget that there is a beautiful discovery box that you can order, which has all of the new collection inside, including Minuit Demi, if you wanted to get a sample of that one as well. So that is it. See you guys soon. Thanks again, and yeah, bye.